this is the first ever time that, in Bollywood, a film like Virgin Bhanupriya is being made where we are talking about female desires. When I was offered the film and when we were shooting for it, yeah, obviously it was supposed to be a theatrical release, but due to unforeseen incidents and due to the coronavirus pandemic, OTT was the best decision according to me. At least be nice, smile, and say hi. That's the least we can do. Oh, you're Urvashi? I'm like, who is she?
I have with me the very beautiful Urvashi Rautela. Urvashi, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, and thank you for having me.
Well, I want to start off by knowing how has this entire lockdown phase been for you? Because for a lot of people, it's been very tough. And I understand for somebody who's, always shooting and always on sets, always ready to, be on the go. How difficult has the entire thing been for you? And what have you been up to?
I really loved this entire lockdown period because it was so much full of peace, full of calmness, full of love with my family. And as I said that, it was purely quality time. And then I just finished a lot of my pending books, which I was supposed to finish. I read a lot of scripts. And it has been quite a, still because I have a film releasing, so we have to do so many interviews back to back, but still, I would say still it is a lot more relaxed than it was before, and I'm kind of enjoying it.
Well, I'm glad you are. So we're here to talk about your film Virgin Bhanupriya, which will be streaming on Singh 5. I want to know, what was it about the film that spoke to you and that you decided that you would want to do this film?
This is the first ever time that, in Bollywood, a film like Virgin Bhanupriya is being made where we are talking about female desires, where the female desire is taking the center stage. And I think, for me, the content has always been the king. The idea has always been the king. If I talk about my colleagues with Ayushmann Khurrana, look at the kind of films he's done. Be it in Wiki Donor, where he played a sperm donor, the entire film was based on sperms. People loved it. There's another film, Dam Laga Ke Haisha. Dam Laga Ke Haisha, where we were talking about, different body sizes and body shapes. Again, body shaming. And then Shumangal Zada Safran, where they portrayed same-sex marriage. And also if we talk about Akshay Kumar sir's films, like Bad Man, where they're showing about, periods and about pads. I think, topics like these are very important. And I think, in our society or in a nation like ours, virgin is considered taboo. And virgins are, very much stigmatized. This term is stigmatized a lot, and a lot of times, virgins are humiliated or bullied, or for them it is less of a social blessing than more of a social curse. So I think it shouldn't be like that. Virginity is circumstantial, and no one can force it. It can happen. It will happen with the time. The pressure, the peer pressure from the friends or family should not act like a catalyst.
I also want to know, well, this film was originally slated to release in theaters, but of course, due to the coronavirus pandemic, it's now going to stream on Z5. So when this decision was made, you were like the entire team, and you especially, like you spoke about, how this is a very special film also because it's like a female-centric film and it talks about a very relevant issue also, which not a lot of people openly speak about. Were you okay with the fact that it's going to be streaming on an OTT platform rather than it releasing in theaters?
Oh, well, actually, when I was offered the film and when we were shooting for it, yeah, obviously it was supposed to be a theatrical release, but due to unforeseen incidents and due to the coronavirus pandemic, OTT was the best decision according to me because, it is premiering on 16th of July on Z5 app, and Z5 is available everywhere, like in Africa, Middle East, UAE, USA, Canada, and so many other different countries, and the reach is about more than 200 countries. As an artist, truly feel that, if the content is right, it's going to work, no matter if it's on OTT or in theaters. People are gonna love it, and people are gonna watch it if they really want to watch the film based on the trailer.
Urvashi, lastly, we're going to do something fun. I am going to give you a couple of situations, very normal situations
Okay.
that you also go through,
Mhm.
and you will tell me what do you do when these situations happen with you. The first one would be, what do you do when you're stressed?
I would say I just talk to my loved ones, talk to my family, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't let stress control me.
What do you do when your film gets a good review?
Oh, say thanks to God because He is the Karta Dharta.
And what do you do when your film gets a bad review?
It's a lesson, what went wrong. You can always learn from your mistakes, and you can make sure that next time it never happens.
So you take it in the right spirit then. That's nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, exactly.
What do you do when somebody uses a bad pickup line on you?
Ignore.
Has that ever happened though? Like somebody's used like a bad pickup line and you're like, what? Do you remember any instance?
Yeah, a lot of times, I think it happens with every girl, and it's a very common thing. Maybe it can be in a good intention as well, where the guy is, kind of trying to put it up in a good way, but then it turns out to be in a bad way. So yeah, I mean, I would say that one should always appreciate other people's efforts.
Do you remember any such bad pickup line that you may have encountered?
Not bad pickup line, but there was such incident, like before Valentine's Day, there are these days like Teddy Day, Promise Day, Kiss Day, Rose Day,
Yeah.
all of that. So during the Kiss Day, one of my classmates, one of the guy came and then he was like, Urvashi, happy Kiss Day, mwah, like this in front of everyone. So it was kind of it was weird. It
Yeah.
was so weird.
What do you do when you bump into paparazzi without any makeup?
At least be nice, smile, and say hi. That's the least we can do. Otherwise, I think this is something which we all should do.
Agreed. What do you do when somebody recognizes you while you're on a vacation?
So then, okay, yeah, I've tried this trick a lot of times, and sometimes I failed, but
Okay.
sometimes, it really worked. So, a lot of times, when I was which place was it? I forgot. I think in Abu Dhabi or in Austria, so people they were like, "Oh, you're Urvashi." I'm like, "Who is she?" And then they're like, "Oh, okay, she looks like you." That's it. That's it. I'm happy. Yeah.
Oh, nice. And what about people who recognize you then? अगर किसी ने पहचान लिया कि
And
नहीं,
they're like, no, and then sometimes I've kind of tried to stretch it a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, acha, who is she? Oh, she looks like me. Oh, thank you so much. And then they're like, they know somewhere other like that,
play along. Thank you so much, Urvashi. That's all the time we had.
Thank you
You're
so
running.
much.